Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today I have the most adorable 12 by 12 paper pad from Crafter's Companion. This is Floral Scrapbook. And you guys, I made several cards and a scrapbook page. This is just one example. And this is our giveaway card for this episode. So if you stick around, you'll learn how one lucky viewer can win this card to keep or share with a friend. You'll come play with us. All right, so let me take a flip through this. So you're getting 12 designs, 3 of each designs, 36 papers. And they have beautiful fronts and backs. So I'm going to try to skip the multiples here. But look at this with all the bird pages, and you've got the little postage stamps and the little like Scrabble tiles and all the beautiful pressed flowers and fresh flowers. It's just gorgeous. The background is like letters and ledgers and things like that. Very pretty. Then on the back, you guys, it's the background of the first paper that I showed you without the color and without the bird cages and things like that. But the bird cages are actually here, but they're screen printed back. So they're like ghosted back, okay? Very, very beautiful. All right, let's skip these two. All right, here are the dragonflies and butterflies, and look at these gorgeous flowers. Postage stamps, very beautiful. And then the back side, that same print with those images ghosted back that you saw on the front that were in color. This one I love with these beautiful butterflies. It's just got a little hint of fall to it with the yellows and the oranges on this. It's really beautiful. Got the pop of purples. And then on the back side, got music paper and all those ghosted back images. All right, so this one is the one I actually showed you in the opening card, and I'll show you that later. But look at the little, these are almost like clustered together like little bouquets. The cute little birds on the branches, little hidden things like keys, and then the pop of music paper right here. And then, let's see if I got the right one here. There we go. And then on the back, and there's this one, which is so beautiful. And this one's got like peaches and pinks in the backgrounds. And then you can really see them here. And then here we go. This one, the teal butterflies, and you've got the bird cage here, some more butterflies, little pops of music notes, the ledgers, the letters, and then of course all of these beautiful flowers. And then the back, it's the same background print once again. And then these images are ghosted back. And then beautiful purples, another little, it's almost like, you know, you're finding these things. Here you've got like the birds on the branches again. And then on the back of that one, kind of a beige. Okay, here comes the purples. Beautiful. Another bird here. Butterflies, little postage cancellation there. So beautiful. Down here you see a letter tucked in an envelope. And then on the back, we're seeing a lot of the sort of the tan, the beige, the lavender, a little bit of green. This one's so colorful with the oranges, the yellows, the purples. Okay, and on the back, they're bringing that sort of tan and beige and a little bit of gray background forward. And this one, I love this one with the wildflowers and things going right up the side here. And then you have sort of a cluster here and then going up here. Absolutely beautiful. More of these little tiles kind of hidden around. And then on the back, you can really see this part ghosted right here. So pretty. And then the next one, dragonflies, pocket watches, birdhouse, a bike down here. And then on the back, okay, and the last one, watering can, bird cages, and these flowers here like this is the meadow with the watering can in it, and then it's working its way up the edges. So beautiful. And then on the back, lots of peaches and pinks. I think it's really interesting when we're looking at it this way. I'm paying so much attention to the flowers in here that sometimes I miss what the color is here. And then when you see that ghosted back, it's so pretty. I'm really enjoying that. Okay, let's jump in. So for this card, first I'm going to tell you about how I made it, then I'll tell you about how you can win it. So here is the paper that I used for this one with our little purpley blue birds on a branch. And what I did was, this is a 5x5 card. So simple, you guys. I just scored it at the 2.5 inch mark, folded the front back, okay? And then I used my circle die right here. I used this one right there. Was it this one or this one? It was this larger one. And I just placed it kind of like this over the area with the birds, and then loosely cut out around it, kind of in a square, and then ran it through my die cutting machine. And then I took the paper that was left and I cut these into just under 2.5 inch strips, okay? So that they would fit like panels. So there's a panel here, okay? And then like a 4 7/8 inch square panel here. I inked all the edges with that using a little roasted coffee. Oh no, it's not roasted coffee. This is an older ink pad, actually. It's the cocoa bean, and I just grabbed this one by mistake. It's the cocoa bean one, just brown, and inked the edges of those. And then I went ahead and I glued this one, actually I foam taped using our big wheel of foam tape. This one. And I only put foam tape on, I actually put it on the card so that I could close this and then center this right there, and then it would stick to this, just this half of the card. That's my little tip. Instead of putting foam tape on the back of this circle and then dropping it down and getting it centered and realizing, oh, I have foam tape too far over here, just put it on the card and then drop it on. And then I've got some new little Dazzle stickers to show you. This is a little collection. They're like little stitches. You'll see here we've got a little scallop, like a little sewing machine stitch, little zigzag, little loopy stitch, a straight line, and they come in this package with all these colors. So I used the little pink ones, and you can see those are pretty wild looking with the holographic, but when you peel these tiny little thin lines off and you adhere them, they just are sparkly, like that. So put one there, and then I added these adorable little pink flowers in clusters of 3 here, and then here, making sure that they don't interfere with the opening and closing of the card. And then these are the More Greetings Dazzle stickers. I use these brown ones. They come in all these colors. I just added high there. And then of course, when I open this up, making sure to ink all your edges here. Inked the edges brown here, glued that right there, added just because. This is a really simple card to make, and I just think it's really sweet, isn't it? So this is our giveaway card for this episode, and how this works is we're trying to promote our Paper Wishes YouTube channel. So if you're watching us on our webisode page, you'll notice there's a little YouTube icon down at the bottom of the video. If you click on that, it'll take you right over to Paper Wishes on our YouTube channel, and then you'll need to subscribe, okay? And you'll have a username that you select, and then you have to remember what your username is, because when you subscribe, we ask that you give us a thumbs up, or like the video, and leave a comment about this video. And then we'll wait about a week, and then we'll pick a comment, and we'll reply to that comment and say, congratulations, user blank. And then that's why you have to know your username. And then we tell you how to claim your card. Another good idea is to hit that notification bell that's in the top right-hand corner of YouTube. That way, when we get a notification about a new video that's dropped or an announcement for a prize winner, you'll be able to find it. Okay, so yeah, this is our giveaway card. So cute on this one. So let's take a look. This next one, this is a 6.5 by 5 inch card. And on this one, I used this paper right here. So I used the top right-hand corner for my card. And what I did was I went ahead and I just glued this part of the paper just to about right there. So I cut it, actually I just glued it to my card front right there, but I stopped right here so that there was a little bit over here that doesn't have paper on it. And then I went over to this side and I just tore off a strip right down here. All right, and I rolled the edges of that torn paper and then inked that and then glued that right there, just to give it a little interest. This is a little border. I took some more of those little stitch dazzles, the zigzag ones. These are purple. I put those right there. And then this is a cutting die. So this is our bird cages cutting die. There's 2 bird cages in there. This one's all wonky. And yeah, I used this one, but I also cut it out of lilac Miri cardstock. So it's kind of a lavendery pink color. And then I just glued that overlapping this one, okay? And then I took some more of those little stitches dies or stitches dazzles, and I just put those right there. And then we got a cute little butterfly. This is the acetate butterflies, and I just chose a purple one right there. And then the little sentiment for a friend, I just cut that out of the paper and used a little foam tape on that. Okay, don't forget, ink all the edges. There you go. All right, so this next one, I wanted to show you. All right, so for this one, you guys, I used the back side of the one I just showed you, this one. I had a little extra paper left, so I used this piece right here. This is the watering can, okay, the little ghosted watering can. And I really loved the peaches and the beiges on this, so I just glued that right there, okay? And then inked all the edges. And then I used, these are new copper colored fern dazzle stickers. And I just put a collection right here and just 2 little ones or 3 little ones right up here. The Just For You is from the More Greetings Dazzle stickers in that brown color. And then I wanted to cut out some butterflies. So these butterflies on this sheet, remember how I said it, this is just kind of had a fall look to me. I just took my tiny scissors. So the scissors, very important what size you use. You don't want to use your big chompy scissors when cutting these out. These were really easy to cut out, okay? And then just went around the head and cut those out. So cut 2 of those out, glued just the bodies right here, and then put a little bit of foam tape under each one, just to give them a little bit of dimension there, and then cut out that little tiny one. This was a very, very quick and easy card. And like I said, I'm using a scrap that was left over from the card that I did before this. Because these B-side papers, okay, the other side, the reverse, these are gorgeous, okay? Don't dismiss those. All right, so you guys, this last one, ooh, got so many things. I made you a scrapbook page. So I think this layout could work out in any size kind of scrapbook. If you like to scrapbook in a journal, if you like to do 8.5 by 11, you just cut it down. But I used this paper. This is the one with the flowers going up this side of it, okay? I just loved that. So I went ahead and I tore that out, and that's 4.5 inches. So I tore it 4.5 inches right about there. And one way you can do that is to just fold that like this, but not like a really, really creased fold. Okay, that's a pretty light fold. And then you have sort of a little, yeah, so I'm not like going over it with a bone fold or anything. All right, and then you want to pull the paper towards you. And we don't want it to be really, really straight. You want it to just have some lumps and bumps in it, like that. All right. And then I went ahead and took my brown ink and my little applicator tool, and I just inked all the edges of that. And then you'll notice here on this background paper, so this paper is the back of this one. Now, if you're doing a scrapbook paper with clear sheet protectors, then build your second page right here on the back of this. So then I inked that, and then I glued it right here, and it's just to like 1/8 of an inch from the edge. Okay, I really just wanted to show this lighter edge on there. Before I glued the whole thing down, I like tacked it here and here. Then I took this 6 by 4 inch photo and I matted it with some brown cardstock. This is from Wood and Woodland solid cardstock. And matted that and then just glued that right under there. And then you've got all of these leaf sprigs and branches. And that is from Bigger Leaves and Ferns #2 cutting dies. And I cut these out of tan, pink, and the same brown from this collection. And then I inked the edges with a little bit of that brown using an applicator tool. Just a little bit of color on all of these. And then I just started tucking them around. So I've got a fern here. These always just look like a little bit of like a berry branch to me. There, another one coming off of here, some more coming out here. So once I've got those all attached, then I just took a little bit more adhesive and a little bit more glue, and I tacked down this side. So that's all taken care of. And then this piece right here is torn from the paper, and then cut out some butterflies. And then these are more of those acetate butterflies in bright pink. And that came together really, really quickly. And then don't forget, I still have a bunch of paper left over that I can use for a card. So this paper pad is so gorgeous, you guys. Don't sleep on this one. Get that in your cart and buy it, because I can tell you this one is going to go quickly. So don't forget, great money saver on this. It's right over there on the right-hand side. And if you look down below the video, if you're watching us on our webisode page, you'll see full color photos of all the projects. If you click on those, you'll see all of the inks, the cutting dies, everything that I used. And then we group all of those items just down below the video. So you can just pick and choose. If you're watching us on YouTube, just look below the video in the description box, and there's a link that'll take you to this Paper Wishes webisode page. Thanks so much for joining me today, you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.